Tempo deck, which if that sounds insane, it kinda is. So let's see what we can do here. So we're leveraging one key interaction. Well, there are a couple of key interactions, and so we built this deck around Tibalt's Trickery, but to use Tibalt's Trickery as an actual counter spell instead of a combo trick, as so many other people are using Tibalt's Trickery these days, because there are a number of cards out there that actually prevent people from using Tibalt's Trickery to its full effect. One of which is Drannith's Magistrate. Whenever your opponents can't cast spells, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand. The card from Tibalt's Trickery is in exile, so therefore, when we spin Tibalt's Trickery against our opponent, the card that they pull up that they theoretically should be able to cast for 0 mana is in exile. Therefore, Drannith's Magistrate prevents them from using it. So that's pretty darn cool. Good morning, Duo Cat. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? We also have Archon of Emeria, where each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. This is another way to shut down the Tibalt's Trickery trigger. It also is a great way of slowing down opponents who are starting to get good value late in the game, when they want to be casting multiple spells. So that's pretty handy. We also have Roiling Vortex. Roiling Vortex is in here for a couple of reasons. One, it puts pressure on our opponent, and so our goal is to slow them down and stop them from doing whatever they want to be doing, and this puts them on a clock. The other thing about it is, if we don't get Drannith's Magistrate or Archon of Emeria down, Tibalt's Trickery triggers, and then the second line of text on Roiling Vortex becomes relevant if we hit with Tibalt's Trickery. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast the spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. So that's pretty darn handy as a way of punishing people for taking advantage of the Tibalt's Trickery trigger, if they're able to, which, I mean, ideally they're not, but if they are, that's pretty handy. It also slows down life gain strategies, which is just nice, because we're going to be attacking with small creatures, and we want to be able to whittle our opponent's life total down, with that way. So Roiling Vortex is handy in that regard. We also have Banishing Light as a way of just kind of a catch-all way to stop whatever our opponent's doing. Pretty darn good. We also have Redain, God of the Worthy. This is primarily a 2/3 flyer with Vigilance, so this is primarily a beat stick. However, if our opponent is if our opponent's running Snow, it does impact them, which is pretty nice. And then non-creature spells that the opponent casts that with converted mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 more. So that's another way to hate on their hand and make it difficult for them to cast their spells, which is potentially useful. We also have Skyclave Apparition and Sigrid Godfavored, both of which are tempo plays. This is the name of the game. So with Sigrid Godfavored and Skyclave Apparition, we're able to remove our opponent's threats while putting a creature on the board that can attack them. And so in a perfect situation, we're able to remove all of our opponent's creatures on the board and have the only ones, and we can whittle them away with small damage. And as far as removing creatures off the board, so Sigrid does the job, Skyclave Apparition does the job. We also have Bonecrusher Giant, just because it's a phenomenal creature. So it's a 4/3 for 3, which is a great threat that can finish the game for us. And it's also a way to deal 2 damage to any target and simply, take care of pesky blockers. Or finish out a game potentially with the good old-fashioned stomp to the face. Shatterskull Smashing is also in here as a way of removing creatures, 2 at a time, which is pretty darn useful. And if everything goes sideways and we don't have the answers and our opponent has been able to outvalue us, we do have 2 Doomskars in here to press the reset button. So when in doubt, we do have the option of just pressing the reset button on the board, and so that's why Doomskar's in here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take this thing out to the ladder and see what we can do. Crimson, what's up, my dude? We are jamming some Boros Tempo action, and I'm looking forward to it very, very much. So, how's it going, man? A message in ham chat? I'm betting I missed one. Oh, the Tibalt's Day 9's Tibalt's Trickery deck? I haven't seen that specific one, but I've gotten beat by a couple of those. No, the Tibalt's Trickery deck right now is pretty insane. Alright, rock on, Duo Cat. Do what you gotta do. We're probably going to stomp that Fervent Champion before long, but let's see what we can do here. Redain has an opportunity to do some really cool things. So we're going up against good old red deck wins. You go squish now. This might be the new Omnath. I believe it. Ooh, and they frostbite their own Fervent Champion so that I don't get the Bonecrusher Giant. That's a clever move, opponent. Clever move. Let's go Archon here. And the reason I went Archon rather than Redain is because, well, they are playing Snow-Covered Mountains, so that's... Redain might have been relevant. Frostbite on the Archon? Okay. I figured they're likely to have... Well, and so now let's go Redain. I figured they're likely to have small spells rather than big ones. You know, that was my thought. Is the Archon of Emiria would prevent them from casting multiple spells in a turn, which is pretty cool. Oh, your tech is here? Yeah, yep. Elagath EDH deck? No, I did not do. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Fireblade Charger. I'm cool with that. And Redain Smacks. And that's pretty fun. And we have Sigrid Godfavored to when they decide to attack. Yeah, so this deck is super fun. I'm enjoying it. What can I say? I played a couple games with it last night off stream too, and I gotta say, I really am having a lot of fun with it. Do they swing with both? Nope. I didn't think so. Mahaha. And let's just hold our advantage here and just keep the Redain Smackdown going. Because with Sigrid back, we're gonna be set. Busy night after work? I'm actually gonna be I'm gonna be seeing my folks today after work. Some EDH might be fun. Ooh, definitely. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be seeing my folks tonight. Old man ham, you know it. Absolutely. Man, Sigrid is so good. So this is a nice little 2-for-1. Picture me with the Gandalf beard. I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see, even if they have a Rimrock Knight in their hand, it's not going to do them any good. They're going to stomp Sigrid. Okay, good thing I have another one. Mwahaha. And we also have the Skyclave Apparition, so if we wanted to go that route, we could. Another Fireblade Charger. All right, fair enough. They're not going to attack. Okay. Fair enough, opponent. Let's hold back another Sigrid. So right now we have the advantage so that we don't need to overextend with anything. So we have the advantage in both cards and permanents. This feels pretty good, not gonna lie. They're gonna go ahead and click attack all here in all likelihood. We're gonna Sigrid this up. We're gonna exile Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher. Okay, I could have done that better. But we still have a Skyclave Apparition in hand, so we'll still be able to get rid of the Bonecrusher Giant. And we got another Sigrid. Nice. All right, so rather than do the Sigrid action one more time, I decided to use this Skyclave apparition this time. So hopefully they don't attack at all. But they'll have an opportunity here. Temple of Triumph, excellent. Tibalt's Trickery sounds good. That 2/3's doing work. You know, Crimson, you're exactly right. No, Redane is getting the job done today. No question about it. Yeah, and so Crimson, it was, yeah, we do have an opportunity to double Vortex here if we really want to. But right now we have the advantage on board, so I don't see much need to mess with that. Sigurd's back again. Double Vortex into Tibalt. Yeah, we have that opportunity. That has the potential to be really disgusting. Das Cleave! Why would you attach that now? They're going after Redane. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for the follow, Jeff GTTV. I appreciate that very, very much. The GGTV, I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's go Dranith Magistrate. Actually, you know what? You know what? Let's do the Vortex. Why not? Let's go double Vortex. We're not going to have access to Tibalt's Trickery. But this does put him on a 2-turn clock, which is a beautiful thing. Can we say the opponent punted? I think so. Gotta love Boros action. Jeff, I completely agree. Oh, and you know what? I'm still in my deck tech mode. Let me move over to gameplay mode. Ah, there we go. Much better. Yeah, no, some Boros Tempo action. Yeah, it strikes me as borderline an abomination, but I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, this was originally a challenge. Actually, the Book EU, which is a regular viewer, challenged me to build a deck around Archon of Emeria and Tibalt's Trickery because that combos just completely shuts down. It basically turns Tibalt's Trickery into a hard counter spell for 2, which is just lovely. And so I built this deck around it using not only Archon of Emeria but also Dranith Magistrate does the same thing. And so yeah, Boros Tempo has been a thing for 7 years. Really? I did not know that. Redane, let's do it. How about this to go over 60 cards when you're at 22 mana? Well, Flary, I think if you go to 61, you should be in good shape. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Theros Block has insane Boros Tempo decks. Really? I had no idea, Crimson. Here I was thinking I was doing something special and unique. Redane, let's go. Now, I know Jeskai Tempo's been a thing. So, Omen of the Seas, we're going up against what looks like a full-on control deck, and I'm okay with that. Ooh, 2 top on the scry. That's not good. Roiling Vortex is here. Roiling Vortex is here. All right. Do we want to go Vortex? Yeah, let's do Vortex. Many Trickery combo decks in best of 1. Fortunately, I haven't actually gone up against that many of them. I've seen a couple, but it is... I understand it's kind of the boogeyman right now. It's all over the place. You know, to be honest, I don't think the Trickery combo deck that we're seeing right now... It is a thing, for sure. I've gone up against it once. I'm trying to remember. I think I was playing my my Grixis Giants deck. Alright, so we're going to good old Jeskai Spell Slingers with Sprite Dragon. Nothing wrong with that. Foretell. I would love a Drannith Magistrate off the top here. Let's go Skyclave Apparition. Let's get rid of that Sprite Dragon. Just put a 2-hour video of him putting up 65% prune rate with it. That's so disgusting. It probably is going to rise up in the next couple of days. CCE, how's it going? Good morning. Or good evening, I should say. All right, let's go ahead and... I'm tempted to play out Bonecrusher, but you know what? Let's hold the mana back. I'm tempted to Trickery that, but I think that would be silly. So how's it going, CC? 2-top on the scry again. Oof. This is making me nervous. Chicken and corn soup for dinner. Ooh. A little tired, but hey, you know, that sounds lovely though. Something about soup makes you tired? Really? Let's go, Sigrid. Let's do this. Okay, saw it coming. Fair enough. I'm kind of hoping we get a land off the top here. Archon's not bad, but not what I was going for. We're just going to shock that. They're going to see it coming. You know what? Let's see what we can do here. Oh man, they spun Tibalt's Trickery into a Fiery Emancipation. Which you do get to Roiling Vortex them for a lot, which is useful, but... Alright, this could be dangerous for us. Good enchantment destroying cards for black mana? Yes. Feed the Swarm and Farika's Libation are both ones that come to mind. Alright, there's that land. It's a little late, but better late than never. Bonecrusher, I choose you. So that Fiery Emancipation, doing very little but not nothing here, because that means that Brazen Barber is going to hit for a lot. Yeah, Feed the Swarm is lovely. Yeah, oh my goodness, this is going to hurt. Oh, I'm just dead. Yeah. Yeah, that Tibalt Trickery was risky, and it ended up hurting us. And our opponent played well. Yeah, they did a good job. Yep, we rolled the dice and we crapped out. These things happen. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, Roiling Vortex is super annoying. I completely agree, but that's kind of why it's in here. Yeah, that's why people are making self-trick decks, right? No, I get that. No, and the self-trick is a cool combo. It's a fun move for sure. No, we're not gonna have any mana problems this game. Yeah, as a counterspell, it can lose the game. Yeah, like we just did. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Archon now. That's kind of cool. Rune Crab. All right. We don't have any escapers or anything that we're using our graveyard for, actually. Another Archon. Okay. So this looks like Dimir Rogues. And Fabled Passage comes into play tapped because of our kind of Emeria. Haha, love it. And my opponent's wondering what's going on. It's the Archon of Emeria. Because hate bears, baby. I love little hate bears. They're just fun. All right, cool, cool. Just in case they have the opportunity to destroy one of them, let's go ahead and let's just double tap. Make sure that Archon's not going anywhere. I have not played Sea of Thieves at all since Sunday CCE. I just haven't had an opportunity to. No, I'm looking forward to doing it again. We're talking about playing again next weekend too. No, it's a good game. See, that's why we played the second one. Apparition, let's get rid of that Ruin Crab before it has an opportunity to do any more work. What? What wow? Sorry, I've been busy. Okay, so they get a token now. A little 1/1 token. Oh, you almost forgot the stream, Piggles? I'm glad Shadows of War is fun, man. That's awesome. Let's go Redain. Let's keep Shatterskull Smashing back. In case they set up a pantheon of rogues here. Play on Saturday, because if we played on Sunday, it will be Monday for me, and I'll be at school. Oh no! That would be a bummer, CZ. Well, we'll see what we can do. Although my Saturdays are pretty much booked. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances on this game. Man, why do you gotta keep touching my stuff? Quit touching my stuff, opponent. That's just rude. The Vortex is here. Let's go. And he apparently hates us having an Archon of Emeria, so let's have an Archon of Emeria. All they know is touching your stuff. That's fair, Piggles. If you're busy, you're busy. Can't really change that. That's true, CC. I'll see what I can do though. I'll see what we can do. We were talking about doing it on Sunday, but man, they're still touching my stuff. I don't appreciate that. There's the rogue. Okay, I was wondering where those rogues were. Into the story, that's a very good card. And we're set up here for the Sigrid 2-for-1, which is a pretty good feeling. Let's do some big healer. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. All right, and we're gonna Oblivion Ring the Soaring Thought Thief and block the token. Just kidding. We're not. We will do no such thing. Because Drown Block is a pretty good card, as it turns out. Ching ching, 2 to the face. Skyclave Apparition. They only have 1 black mana, but that's enough for a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Doesn't really stop what we're trying to do. In fact, gives us another target, which is pretty cool, actually. That's why I hate Dimir. That's fair, Pickles. Yeah, I don't love... Actually, I'll be honest, I do like Dimir. I enjoy playing Dimir. I don't enjoy playing against Dimir. They're very different experiences. I wish Redain had First Strike. That would be handy. That does nothing for us. Actually, well, they timed that well, so doing that on the end step means that I can't respond with it, which does kind of stink. Except for the kind of part. That actually really stinks. But the Skyclave apparition is coming down, targeting the Brazen Borrower if we survive this turn, which is not a guarantee at this point. Why does Brazen Borrower have to be a rogue who's already strong enough? That's fair, Pickles. I mean, as a rogue, I mean, it is stealing something, so it makes sense as a rogue. Oh, and they have Xerath too. Oh my goodness, we're hosed here, you guys. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Okay, so you know what? The play that I think really did it for our opponent there was the end of the story. It's borrowing brazenly. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, Pickles. You got me. Those semantics that count, I suppose. They're gonna steal my Redain. I don't love that. Yeah, and we're gonna be dead to our own Roiling Vortex if nothing else. Yeah, and this does nothing for us. Yeah, and one of my cats is apparently getting into trouble in the living room. Not quite sure what the story is there. Sean being way too good of a card, ridiculous thoughts. This goes through. You know, it is. Yeah, Drown is very good, but you do need to set it up, so that's something. Unblock Xerath because I don't want to deal with that trigger, but yeah, we're gonna be dead here. All right, mild bummer, but not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't think Drown in the Lock is too good personally. I think because Drown in the Lock didn't see any play until Mill Rogues took off. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, I think Brazen Borrower is very, very good on its own. Like, very good. To the point where I'm kind of surprised you don't see it in more of those lists. We have Archon of Emeria and double Tibalt's Trickery in hand. This has an opportunity to be really disgusting if we draw into more lands. I wish one of these was a temple, actually. But let's go ahead and keep this and see what we can do. Got another land. Excellent. That's exactly what we needed. Every so often when you ask, you shall receive. What's the extension I use for win rate and such? That is the MTG Arena Assistant from Aether Hub. And they're foretelling stuff. I wish I had a Dranith Magistrate in hand. That would be delightful. Let's go Roiling Vortex here. Let's just start the clock. Absolutely, Jeff. My pleasure. Yeah, sometimes it shows up on screen, sometimes it doesn't. There's the Dranith Magistrate. Okay. This is going to be white so that we can play the Skyclave Apparition. I'm going to throw Dranith Magistrate here because it shuts down Foretell. So it restricts this card that they've put into exile. So that's a saw it coming. You kind of have to use it on this, which would be feel bad. Oh, they just hard cast a saw it coming out of their hand. That works too. All right. And we do still have a positive win rate with this deck, which is feeling pretty nice. All right, more foretold nonsense. Yeah, that Dranith Magistrate would have been a huge threat, so they needed to get rid of it. Archon of Emeria is good against this, but it's not as good as Dranith Magistrate would have been. Good morning, Austin. How's it going, my dude? Welcome, welcome. Haha. Temple, don't mind if I do. A second Roiling Vortex. Sure, we can do double Vortex. Why not? Tired? Oh, I believe it. Maybe one day there won't be 300 different counter spells. Maybe role players stop turning sideways. Maybe one day pigs will fly. Maybe. So Austin, why are you tired? Is it tired in a good way? We're gonna go ahead and counter that, and this is gonna be a hard counter because of Archon of Emeria. Oh, I bet they wanted that Cosima, but nope. It is not to be. Mwahaha. I feel pretty vicious, not gonna lie. Thank you. Thank you for the props, opponent. I appreciate that. Oh, not sleeping super well? I'm sorry, Austin. That stinks. Well, let's do that again, shall we? Man, Elswith Conquers Death is such a good card, and I'm really glad that I was able to shut that down twice. That feels pretty good. And at this point, I actually could have played out the Bonecrusher Giant. That probably would have been a fine call, but there's no need. Doomscar? Alright, I don't have a counterspell for that. Alright, so we're definitely going to stomp our opponent's face here. Karma for keeping me up Sunday. It's all good, man. We were having a blast. Good thing you didn't play the Giant. Exactly, Pickles. I wish I could say that was my plan all along, but it just wasn't. The Roiling Vortexes are still probably going to get us there. Sigrid has Flash. That feels pretty good. Let's see. We have this... you know what? Let's hold the mana back. Let's fake the counterspell. Which feels so weird to say in a Boros deck, but what can I say? I'm having so much fun. Giant Killer. The Giant Killer. Emiria's Call. That's pretty good. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. Changes things a little bit. Okay, that land actually was kind of exactly what we needed. So we're gonna Skyclave Apparition that. Wahaha. And then we're gonna have Sigrid back to remove one of the attacking tokens. Got him! Yes! Although, had I not had Sigrid in my hand, they would have had me there, actually. Because that Emiria's Call giving him the 2 angels. Yeah, how come he didn't attack? I'm not sure, Pickles. I'm not sure. I know in that situation I would have. Because if they attacked in and I didn't have a trick, then what would happen is I would be put down to 2, and then my own Roiling Vortexes would kill me. So yeah. So it actually would have been ideal for them to attack in. Going up against Shazzy, let's do this. But yeah, that felt pretty good, not gonna lie. Archon of Emeria and Tibalt's Trickery in the opening hand. I'm not gonna say no. And 3 lands. We got spells. What more do you need? And we're going up against Mill Rogues again. This time the Lurrus variant, so at least we don't have Zerasan to deal with, but still gross. I'm thinking we're gonna foretell that Doomscar. Yeah, and I'm not gonna play Roiling Vortex until we're able to get ahead on health. Wouldn't have worked, but opponent didn't know that. Exactly. He should have been so quick to concede. It creates bad magic for him and his opponents. Yeah, you're not wrong, Pickles. It would have made a lot of sense for them to attack. I'm not sure why they didn't. Yeah, and this right here is exactly why I did not I did not play out the Roiling Vortex because they're going to be able to get ahead on the health race, which is a problem. Archon, let's go. And Magic, thank you for the host. I appreciate you guys. All right. I appreciate the Magic host, you know, quite a bit. But is it as much as I appreciate coffee? I don't know, because I haven't mentioned about my love for coffee yet today. Oof. Alright, so that Archon of Emiria is no longer the blocker that I was hoping it would be. Yeah, they're milling me out something fierce. This is not good. Ow, my face. Alright, so we can banish one of those Soaring Thought Thieves. If they had pulled Luris to hand, I would hold the mana back for Tibalt's Trickery. As it stands, I think I need to get the Soaring Thought Thief out of here. We're down to 34 cards, so actually getting rid of the Ruin Crab is kind of tempting as well. But without one of the Soaring Thought Thieves, the Archon of Emiria is going to be able to block the other one. Dang it. Well, I'm not going to block anyway, so I might as well swing in for a little bit of damage. Yeah, this isn't looking good. It looks like, so our opponent was able to set up. We got stuck on 3 lands. Yeah, we just weren't able to get there this game. But that's okay. We'll see what we can do here. Our opponent is down to 2 cards. I mean, one of them is probably an end to the story, but still. Well, there's that land I mentioned. Well, you know what? I think it's time to press the emergency panic button. We have that Doomscar chilling. I wish we had mana to protect it with Tibalt's Trickery, but we don't. And actually, we wouldn't be able to Tibalt's Trickery anyway because of the Archon. Alright, well, there we go. Reset button has been pressed, and it just doesn't matter. Because they have the Thieves Guild Enforcer in hand, special thanks to that into the story. Yeah, opponent got sick, nasty draws, you got land screwed, good old-fashioned bad luck. Not a lot you could do. Hope that luck turns around. Exactly, Pickles. Thank you. That's a great perspective. Thank you on that. Because sometimes just bad draws happen, you know? There's no way around it. Yeah, no, the opponent did get phenomenal draws, and they used them correctly. So I can't fault them for that. No, when Rogues plays well, it can be pretty disgusting. We're gonna go ahead and stomp that Enforcer. We'll add another Archon that is potentially a blocker here. Let's see if it survives. Hey, Arhenia, welcome, welcome. How's it going? And Luris is here. Just 2 straight slam 2 drops. I mean, you're not wrong. Another end of the story. All right, that's pretty good. Let's get rid of Luris. No point in attacking here. In fact, I need to keep the blocker back. Okay, and now we have Archon of Emiria and Tibalt's Trickery. So if they try to do anything particularly big and flashy, we can just stop it. Or if they try to do anything, frankly. Heartless Act like that. We can counter that. Because that Archon of Emiria, we're kind of counting on it at this point. They're doing this to mill a little bit, which is fair. I'm gonna be shocked if we can come back from this. We got 15 cards left in library. Not loving our chances here. And I have to block with the Bonecrusher Giant, unfortunately, because we need to keep the flying blocker. It's a feel bad for sure. But what you gonna do? Another Soaring Thought Thief. That's pretty good. Yeah, before the Thieves Guild Enforcer died, that way they'd be able to mill off the ETB. That's clever. I can appreciate that. Yeah, and we're just dead here. You know, it looked like we put up a good fight there near the end. Yeah, we put up a good fight there near the end, but it wasn't quite enough to get there. That Blood Chief's Thirst wasn't even necessary, but okay. We're still rocking a 57% win rate, though, so we're still positive. Glass of strength and brain power to slam 2 drops. Pickles, I love that. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Imogen. How are you doing this fine morning? Imogen is, of course, all up in my business because I'm streaming. Actually, it's just because I'm sitting in this chair. Whether I'm streaming or not, she's all up in my business whenever I'm sitting in this chair. 4 mana held up in Boros. I honestly do not blame opponent for that kill spell. Yeah, no. Fair enough. No, Pickles, you're right. Yeah, because it's a deck full of combat tricks, so they had to assume we had something. Right, because yeah, with Sigrid or Tibalt's Trickery would have been pretty good. 072. Interesting name. I like the use of dashes. It's kind of cool. All right, we have Temple. We're on the draw, unfortunately, and we have the Shatter Skull Smashing, which can be a land if need be. All right, this isn't bad. This is the super comfy cuddly chair. You know, it apparently is the super comfy cuddle chair. Yeah, that's exactly right, Arhenia. By that I mean it's just a well-loved, worn-in office chair. Temple at the gate. Archon of Emeria. Do I like Archon of Emeria here? I think so. Yeah, we're good on land, so I think Archon activates Trickery, so let's do that. Like it's attached to this hotel room number sign. It's what it looks like. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so it's just good old-fashioned clerics. Nothing wrong with that. So we have Tibalt's Trickery mana back, but I'd rather not use it here. I'm thinking Clerical Life's Bond might have to get hit with the Skyclave Apparition. That was tempting to hit the Trickery, but that would have been beyond stupid. It's a Mountain. Yeah, and the Skyclave Apparition, it's going to stop them from attacking with the Archfiend's Vessel or kill the Archfiend's Vessel. Either way, it's kind of okay in my book. And then the Clerical Life's Bond is going to chip in for some more damage, which doesn't feel great, but at the same time could be a lot worse. Yeah, I'm thinking Archon of Emeria is going to be coming in handy here. It's a mild bummer, but them getting a 2/2 token is nowhere near as good as that cleric was, so yeah. Until it comes back as a 5/5 flyer. You know, DJ, you're not wrong. DJ Squirrel, you are correct. That 5/5 flyer could be nasty, for sure. Let's go Archon here. And we have all the mana that we need, so it really doesn't matter at this point. Welcome back, Duo. How's it going? Yeah, they're going to continue to chip in with that Clerical Life spawn. The reason that I played the pathway there instead of the Shatter Skull is because I really want to be able to actually use this to remove that Cleric. Which could be tricky. At the rate they're going, that might be really difficult. Ooh, swinging with the team. Okay. I guess I'll block the token. Yeah, that did take a little while, but it's all good. Ow. This is bad. That actually was a killer top deck for us. Get that Cleric out of here. Breathing room. Feels good. And I'm gonna let that enter tapped. Actually, I couldn't. Yeah, no, I can't have bolted that. I couldn't have bolted that in, derp. Golgari Escape. Okay, that's tomorrow. You gotta do it, kid. Golgari Escape. Interesting. No, we can build that after this. Absolutely. Good old deck building challenges. I love it. Actually, you know what? I should have played out Valkmira. Although Veto is loss of life, not damage, so it doesn't matter. Christmas! What's up, my dude? How's it going? So Golgari Escape. All right, so after this, we've been challenged with building a deck around Golgari Escape. So how do we build a deck that is Golgari with a heavy theme on escape? All right, so the win rate, it's still positive, but not by much. All right. So let's see, what can we do here? Thank you, Imogen. All right, so the deck building channel points have been redeemed. Favorite emotes using Magic Stream Chat. I'm glad, Christmas. I love it. And my hope with that emote was that it would be useful in other chats. So I'm glad. It happens so often. Of course it does. Yeah, no, Mana Screw is a very real event. You know, and it's funny, Christmas. I've actually been thinking about upgrading my emotes, and by picking up some new, professionally done emotes. Oh, thank you for the cheer, my friend. I appreciate it. But to be honest, I'm probably gonna keep rolling with what I've got, because yeah, no, I like them. What can I say? My emotes are growing on me. All right, so let's see. So I should probably edit the stream info since we're gonna be building Golgari Escape. All right, Imogen, I needed to actually type, so if you could sit on the perch there for a second, that'd be great. Because most of the time when I'm just using the mouse, she can be up in my business and it's fine, but yeah. All right, all right, so we're having to build a Golgari deck around escape card specifically. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. All right, stream info updated. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. So let's build it in standard. So we're gonna go Golgari specifically, and let's take a look. Let's just, whenever I'm building a deck for the first time and I don't exactly know what to build around specifically, but I have kind of a vague idea. Most of the time those ideas involve a specific card, but here we have a situation where I'm having to build around a theme that I don't have a card for. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a keyword search for escape, and let's see what we can find that we can build around. Okay, so Mogus's Favor immediately sticks out because this could become a Hateful Eidolon deck featuring Mogus's Favor and as well as a couple other escapers. Woolstrider's also great, so we can do some sack action. Nothing wrong with that. Freakus Spawn, surprisingly good. And I realize I'm in gameplay mode, not deck tech mode. So let me go ahead and just move that. Here we go. All right. So let's go ahead and Voracious Typhon actually might be a winner here too. Losum Chimera. Chainweb Arachnir is just a great card to deal with rogues, and because rogues are so common, we need to have those in the mix. We also need to have Pelucranos if we're doing Golgari Escape, just because Pelucranos is fantastic. I only have 2 in my collection. That's okay. I think 2 is about right. Uro would be a slam dunk here, but for obvious reasons, we're not doing that. So I have to ask, Duo, when you came up with the Golgari Escape, did you just decide 2 words and slap them together, or is there something that you had in mind? Because I can see a couple options here. I mean, Perforos actually, or Pelucranos rather, not Perforos. I should probably have more Pelucranos in here. Let's see how many cards. I have some wild cards, but I'm hesitant to spend them on older cards like that. Oh, it's a draft archetype? Got it. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Duo. Yeah, Wolf Strider's pretty great. And it's not legendary, so let's go ahead and throw 4 in. How's it going, Ingolf? Good morning. Welcome, welcome. It's been a minute, my dude. How are you doing? Glad to see ya. How's it going? All right, so yeah, Wolf Strider for sure. Let's see what else we got. We could actually, could we do Fruit of Tizerus here? Positive whatever I get for work. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, how's the job treating you, my dude? So could we do Fruit of Tizerus and then just a bunch of self-mill stuff? Actually, well, we're gonna have self-mill in here anyway. So I mean, Mire Triton is a slam dunk. There's also actually, let's just do a keyword search for mill. So we definitely need self-mill. There's no question about it. Corpse Churn is tempting. Actually, Egon, God of Death. Wait a minute. And that I am willing to spend a rare wild card on. Going in the Twitch hood, it's going well. Good morning, He's Got No Pants. How's it going? Yeah, it's going very well, actually. The channel's been growing, which is super cool to see. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Mire Triton for sure is getting in here. Yeah, Egon, God of Death is just fantastic because it's going to be... We're actually going to be playing it out as the Throne of Death more often than not. It goes. I hope that's a good thing. So we're going to be playing it out as Throne of Death quite a bit. Man, I got a frog in my throat this morning. I'm not sure what the story is. Yeah, because Throne of Death is going to be fantastic, but late in the game, if our graveyard's loaded, Egon is a way to take advantage of it. So I think he's a good fit here. Coma's Faithful. It's a little expensive for what you get. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. Culture Gift is tempting. Venomous Hierophant actually is a pretty solid way to mill. And it's got Death Touch. Nothing wrong with that. Carrion Grub. Carrion Grub, I can't quit you. You're just such a beautiful card. I can't get enough. And actually, if we mill Egon, it becomes a 6/5, so that's pretty great. Ooh, Pakor, I like where your head's at. Green and Black Shrines, Fruit of Tizerus, Dogged Pursuit. Ah, this sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and add 1 Sir Conrad. Just because I love Sir Conrad. Excavation Mole, 3/3 Trampler when it dies mill 3. Yeah, I don't really love that. World Shaper could be pretty good here. So I think 2 of those. Binding of the Titans is also pretty great. So the Shrines. So Sanctum of Stonefangs. Ooh, okay, I see what you're saying, Pakor. So the goal is to just drain the opponent out, first and foremost, which I can appreciate. Yeah, Pakor, I like that's a cool thought. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and craft that Egon. You know what? Let's do it. Timber calls the dead. Ooh, Cloud, you're right. That's a good call. Actually, no. Check out this Sanctum. Yep, let's let Timmy call the dead. I'm also going to go ahead and get 4 bindings in here. And so this is a 60 card deck right here. What do you guys think? Curve looks pretty healthy. So we've got oh, removal, right? That's I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you, Aranya. Yeah. So I'm thinking Binding of the Old Gods on Fruit. Okay, we can do Fruit of Tizerus. I want the Fruit too. because I think Fruit of Tizerus has the potential to be fun here. So let's go ahead and add 4 Fruit of Tizerus. Binding of the Old Gods. Let's add 4 of those because it's a great kill spell and it's in our colors. Let's see. So I'm thinking Carrion Grub can probably go. As much as I love Carrion Grub, we could probably go down to a couple Venomous Hierophants. Actually, do we want Venomous Hierophant at all? Actually, you know what? World Shaper doesn't really do much for us because we need to leverage our graveyard for escaping stuff. Yeah, I think the Venomous Hierophant could probably hit the bricks. Does Conrad really make sense here? Let's see what other good mill engines are there. Specifically in our colors. Cut 2 spiders, you think? Yeah, they're really good against the rogue matchup, but not that great against other things. So, okay. No, they're not strong in the late game. That's fair. Absolutely. Okay, so should we throw in maybe 3 Heartless Act just to be safe? Or do we want to put in like Pharika Spawn so we can stay with the theme? Yeah, so we just need cheap removal. Yeah. Heartless or Blood Chief's Thirst. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add Heartless Act into the mix. Okay, there we go. That's probably a more functional deck. Yeah, so that Fruit of Tizerus is going to come in handy potentially. So that could be our game winner. I need to find a way to put Pharika Spawn in there. That's fair. Pharika Spawn has the potential to be pretty darn good. Way down? Ooh. Yeah, way down as initial cast a spell, exile a creature from your graveyard. Target creature gets -3/-3 till end of turn for 1. Come back, Conrad. I like it. Okay, that's definitely going to be the name. So way down actually could be a great... Well, that's interesting. The text box just is empty, apparently. Interesting. For all of them. Okay. But as additional cost to cast a spell, exile a creature card from a graveyard. Target creature gets -3/-3 till end of turn. Yeah, way down actually could be pretty great. Although I don't know that there's a situation in which the fact that it leverages, the fact that it uses up our graveyard has me mildly nervous. Just because we do need to use that. Wow, all of the cards just don't have text boxes now. Both synergy and anti-synergy, unless you need -3/-3 specifically. Right. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Ingolf. It's a good call out, and it could be useful. Yeah, it could be a good way to get around indestructible creatures, though. No question about that. All right. So if somebody tries to play Toski, Bearer of Secrets, way down would be a great way to address it. Okay. Let's see, is that... Okay, now we're back for some reason. That was really weird. Okay. Spawn. Yes, Pharika Spawn. Okay. So I like Pharika Spawn quite a bit. This case with 2+1/+1 counters on it. When it enters the battlefield this way, each opponent sacrifices a non-Gorgon creature, which is a creature type that has gotten just no support whatsoever. And actually, with although now actually with changelings out there, I wonder if a Gorgon deck could be possible. That could be fun. But let's go ahead and what do we take out for it? Maybe both. I don't want to remove the Arachniers completely. I feel like they're pretty solid. You know, we can go down to 2 Woe Strider, 2 Freaka Spawn. I think something like that would work. I'm hesitant to take any of the removal out because I feel like that's going to be really useful for us. And Freaka Spawn is removal, but with how many aggro decks, with how many go wide aggro decks, got double lands. I have not done the lands yet. So we definitely need the pathways for sure. We can probably throw in a couple of temples. Is Woodland Chasm worth it here? Actually, I think Woodland Chasm is worth it because of Binding of the Old Gods. Search your library for a force card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. And so Woodland Chasm actually gives us a dual land that we're able to search for off that. So we have a lot of lands that are going to be coming into play tapped, which is a mild bummer. Actually, do we want to take the temples out of here? Actually, yeah, we're going to be milling, so the temples actually scrying don't do us too much good. So actually, the chasms are the only ones that's going to be coming into play tapped. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I do think 4 fruits is a little much. Okay, no, you're right, Ingolf. You're exactly right. So let's go ahead and double up Freaka Spawn. Let's go down to 2 fruits. Let's go 3 War Strider, 3 Freaka Spawn. Something like that is probably correct, I think. No, that's a good call out, Ingolf. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Eat the fruits. Exactly. Gotta avoid scurvy, right? All right, cool. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. So let's go ahead and run this out onto the ladder and see what we can do. So Conrad, come back. Golgari Escape, it's here. Back in our draft days, absolutely, Ingolf. Yep. Yeah, no, there was that one draft where I drafted how many Fruit Artisaners did I get? Like, I think I had 3 in that one draft deck. How's it going, Grape? Yeah, no, those drafts were fun, man. I still have actually a couple of my old draft decks. Like I have the Wetfish and Sack and Whack, the OG Sack and Whack list still in my deck list. You know what? This isn't amazing, but let's keep it. Yeah, no, so much fun. So I'm thinking about casting out the Throne of Death here. Because that's a great engine that gives us what we want. And just watch, we're going to be milling all of our lands. But no, those, yep, there's one. Oh, but we drew another one anyway, so it's all good. Jane Webb, I choose you. Because TGH is going to be fun. I'm going to play it after your stream. Nice. That's awesome, Duo Cat. Looking forward to it. So, Grape, why are you a mean man? What did you do? Deliberate. Interesting. Okay. Man, we had nothing but lands at the top there. Feels pretty good, actually. Timmy! Calls the dead. I'll exile Binding the Titans to create a zombie. I'm okay with that. Earthcraft and Coma. Cosmo Serpent. Coma's a great card. So let's go ahead and see. So what does Earthcraft do? I don't know that off the top of my head. Tap an untapped creature you control to untap target basic land. Interesting. So sacrifice another serpent, choose one, tap target permanent, activate its ability, only activate its turn, gains indestructible. Let's go ahead and escape, or let's go ahead and get rid of Egon there. Do, Re, Egon. And we're gonna go ahead and kill Aegir. Meg Gang, how's it going? You can absolutely put it in the Decklist Discord channel. Absolutely. Mutate combo pile is pretty funny. I believe it. How's it going, Mega King? You built a side deck for Saturday. Nice. So we're going up against, is it Giants? Is it Giants? It is Giants. All right. Whoa, Strider. Well, yeah, Mega King, you can absolutely send it in the Discord. So I guess I don't see the combo with Earthcraft and Coma. Tap an untapped creature you control, untapped target basic land. I mean, it's just good ramp. Squash. Man, I don't like when you squash my stuff. Quit squashing my stuff, opponent. It's very rude. And we're gonna bind the old gods to get rid of that Bonecrusher Giant. Yeah, that's true. We can kill the spider to get the big one. Why didn't I kill the spider? Fair question. Because I was thinking we're going to be escaping Freaka spawn next turn. Assuming they cast out another creature spell. Hello, Imogen. How are you doing? Ooh, Shatterskull Charger. That's a pretty good card. So Coma makes creatures each upkeep. Said creatures can untap one land for each. Oh, nice! Since it comes into play tapped anyway, Woodland Chasm for sure. Let's throw out another Arachneer. Let's keep both Arachneers back to block. So Coma makes creatures each upkeep. That's awesome. Okay, great. That's a pretty cool little combo. I like it. That's just nice little value. You know, Arhenia, I mean, yeah, no, you're correct. That I could have done that differently. Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher. Oh, the week just got crushed. Oh, the exiles suck. All right. Yeah, no, he's definitely bringing the big boys, no question about it. And Freaka Spawn turns out to be a pretty good addition to this deck. And we've got a 5/6, so that's pretty delightful. I mean, they are giants, so yeah, I'd hope they'd be big. Fruit of Tizarus, there it is. Yes. Return target creature or land card from a graveyard to your hand. Let's see. Let's pick up a Mire Triton. Why not? That Death Touch could be useful. We're down to 25 cards left in our library. Noted. Boom, baby. All right, so this Golgari Escape deck actually pretty solid. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Duo, good call. Calamity Bearer and then the Trampler on Shatterskull Charger. Mildly annoying. The new deck's treating well, Piggles. It's going all right. We're in game 1 right now, going up against Is It Giants, and it's actually working out nicely for us. They didn't even bother attacking. Okay. Let's go ahead and avoid scurvy and eat our fruit. Another Freakus spawn, don't mind if I do. What a strange burn card, yeah. Oh, you know, Pelucranos could have gone Nom Nom. That would have been the correct way to go. Yeah. Yeah, Pelucranos eating the Calamity Bear probably was the right call. Instead, I'm depending on them attacking with them right now, which they probably won't because they don't have a good line. Assault Ravager, that's a pretty good card. Surprised they didn't go for Pelucranos there, but no complaints. We escape another Freakus spawn. Wish we had one more land so we could throw out that Mire Triton. Farewell of Assault Ravager, it's been a pleasure. Attacking with the Mire Triton could be greedy here. Let's see, they've got a mountain offensive, so let's see what they do. Nope, they don't. Got him. Yes. Excellent. Okay, Golgari Escape. Lines up well against his Giants, apparently. Yeah. 100% win rate. Let's stop there, right? Exactly. All right, cool. Undefeated. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, so it's a perfect deck. Oh, Tanglewire is vicious. Let's take a look at Tanglewire. So Tanglewire, it has Fading 4. It's a 3-drop artifact. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player taps an untapped artifact, creature, or land he or she controls for each Fade counter on Tanglewire. So if you have ways to proliferate, is a gumpy hand. Let's see what we can do with it. It's Gumpy hand, but Timmy Calls the Dead could be useful here. And Binding of the Old Gods is going to ramp us as well as destroy some of our opponent's threats. So that'll be useful, I think. But no, so Tanglewire, if you have ways to proliferate it, is especially nasty. Tormod's Crypt into Tibalt's Trickery. Here it is, the Tibalt's Trickery deck. Let's see, what do they get? They got Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter. That's a pretty good hit. And appropriate. And so it's kind of, I'm kind of amazed that we haven't seen more of this turn 2 Tibalt's Trickery action, but here it is. Coma, they got a Sika, God of the Tree, not bad. Yeah, it's very good we have removal. Yes. Yes, it is a very good thing we have removal. Let's let Timmy Call the Dead go bye-bye. And we're going to bind that Tibalt. Get him out of here. Yeah, so these Glass Cannon combo decks have the potential to be pretty darn good, but they also have the potential to be completely dunzo after the first go-around. Whoa. Do we like having two Yeah, you know what? Let's have two Egons. Because one can be the Throne of Death, and the other one can be, and the other one can be Egon. Oh, you had Roiling Eruption out? Nice. And our opponent's probably wondering, who the heck plays Fruit of Tizoris? I play Fruit of Tizoris. Haha. Yeah, so this combo deck, it looks really unsettling and scary, but it's manageable. And we're not gonna let the Prismatic Bridge stick around. Like, hard stop, absolutely not. Do, Re, Egon. All right, let's go. First, the new format. Very cool, man. Let's see. All right, Throne of Death. Here we go. Hitting my they're gonna hit Tibalt's Trickery on my thing. Except then they hit. Oh, then their Tibalt's Trickery. That's actually pretty cool. They hit their own Tibalt's Trickery into a Genesis Ultimatum. All right, that was slick. I gotta give it to them. That was pretty cool. All right, what does the Genesis Ultimatum hit? Let's see. Coma. That's what I was worried about. Good thing this is all pre-combat main phase, and we have the opportunity to escape for Ecospawn, so they have to sacrifice. Oh, no, we don't. Or can we? Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, they're at 7, and here they die. Got him. Yep. So that was a slick move on our opponent's part. That was a slick move, but it didn't quite get there. Booyah! That felt good. Okay, I like this deck. This is a fun deck. Very cool. Let's jam one more game with this. Slick but slippery. You know it. That sounds not safe for work, but you know what? Hey, it's all good. Yeah, their ultimatum needed to hit better. Absolutely, Pickles. Yep. No, they needed to get at least 2 really solid bombs off it. Niku Magic, let's go. This is a pretty good hand. Let's keep this. I'm enjoying Binding the Old Gods. That is just a great card. A slippery surface is a workplace injury waiting to happen. Exactly, Pickles. I love it. Downside of surprise boxes, right? I love you guys. All right. Ta-da! And nothing. Yep, exactly. Sometimes it could be anything, even a boat. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes mystery boxes just do not pan out. All right, so our opponent got out ahead of us a little bit here. We had kind of a slow hand, but this is far from over. You know what? I'm willing to make this. Willing to make this trade. Should have sacked the goat to do a scry, but it's all good. Let's go Binding to get rid of Yorvo. Why not scry? Yeah, no, that was a punt. You're right. That's fair. Great Henge, man, am I sick of that card. Only, you know, when, for example, CSGO and old Rocket League crates. Or common items would make me happy if I happen to get a bonkers item that makes a massive bonus. Nice! So you built the Coma deck with one thing in mind? What's that one thing? Bluegrass Unchained. PU, let's go. Let's go Throne to Death here too. The one thing, pain. Yes, exactly. Cause pain. That's, yeah. Pulling off the Enter the Infinite Psychic Corrosion combo. So enter the infinite psychic corrosion. If I'm not mistaken, that mills out all of your opponents, right? That's pretty nasty. Vorinclex. That's mean. Vorinclex with the Great Henge. Gross. Gross, I say. Oh, I can't block there. Yeah, I don't really have much of a choice here. Yep, no, you're right, Arhenium. And Heartless Act does nothing here because they have counters on them. Dang it! Yeah, it also shuts off Sagas. That's true. No, Vorinclex is nasty. No, this card is disgusting. Blessing of Frost. Oof, this is gonna hurt. Yep. And then they trample in for the win. Nothing I can do there. Oh, I'm sorry, Arhenia, but have a great day at work. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been an absolute delight, as always. There we go. Our perfect win rate, our perfect streak has been busted, but it's all good. Yeah, Arhenia, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. We get Praetors back. We just the one. Yeah, we just got the one Praetor. All right, let's play one more and then let's go back to that Boros Tempo deck. This is fun though. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, no, we only got Vorinclex. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but that is what it is. All right, I don't love the lack of green mana, but we also have a lack of green spells. So let's see what happens. Are there two cards you fear now, Grape? Which ones are those? Which ones are those? I need to make sure to build decks around them. Oh, Woodland. Okay, cool. Let's go Mire Triton here. Ooh, Pelucranos in the bin. That feels pretty good. Defense of the Heart. Oh, Tooth and Nail is great. What's Defense of the Heart? It's something similar to Tooth and Nail, isn't it? During your upkeep, if one or more opponents controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search your library for 2 creature cards, put those creatures into play, shuffle your library afterwards. That's just a good card. And Timmy, calling the dead. Blah, 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 Timmy. All right. Yeah, and Tooth and Nail is fantastic because what it does is it allows you for, I think, 9 mana to search your library for 2 creature cards and put them directly onto the battlefield. Yeah, Tooth and Nail, actually, interestingly enough, it came out in Mirrodin. Iron Scale Hydra. Interesting. Any of the Titans, I can get rid of that and not be too worried about it. Let's bind that Iron Scale Hydra. Boom, baby. Yeah, Tooth and Nail. So it's 5 green. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library, or put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. And it has Entwine for 2. So yeah, for 9 mana, you get to search your library for 2 creature cards and put them directly onto the battlefield. It's pretty darn good. I'll take another Timmy. Don't need the land. Actually, you know what? We can let that Timmy go. I want to get access to my escapers. Yeah, Freak Spawn here is going to be useful. Don't have any good attacks. Madman of Coma. I love it, Grape. That sounds vicious, and I'm intrigued to see it in action. Gigantosaurus. Ouch. Which saga are you going after? Okay. Binding the Titans rather than the old gods. Okay, fair enough. Alright, Freakus spawn's coming out, so they have to sacrifice their Gigantosaurus, which seems pretty decent. Aha. But yeah, so these Tibalt Trickery decks that we're seeing all over the place, I have a feeling that they're good, but I have a feeling they're gonna go the way of the Garuda, where it was just everywhere for a hot second and then just sort of disappeared. Let's see, what other good... And we don't have to worry about the sagas. We can let the Mire Trade go. Okay, cool. That can be summarized in one word. Ramp. I love it. Just a casual 12-12. That seems pretty decent. Ooh, another Beanstalk. Nice. Nessian Horn Beetle. All right. Fair enough. Let's just hold back. All right. So what's the best? First row in games? Okay, that's a pretty good card. Girapur Ori? I'm not familiar with this one. So each player may play an additional land on his or her turns. Okay, group hug action. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, if they have no cards in hand, that player draws 3 cards. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's some epic group hug action. All right, let's fill that graveyard a little bit. Let's fill that graveyard a little bit more. Ching, ching, ching. And let's use Pelucranos to chow down on one of those Beanstalk Giants. Nom, 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 nom. It's delicious. If we attack with everything here, we don't quite get there. So let's hold off. It's all it is. Nice. Nothing but ramp, baby. Because sometimes you just gotta ramp. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances here. I think we got this. That Nessian Horn Beetle is a mild annoyance. Get rid of Gigantosaurus, get rid of Kogla. Gain a little bit of life. Feel pretty good about it. Play out that swamp because I feel like it. Do we escape? Actually, you know what? Here, Pelucranos can shout out on that Elysian Caryatid. Nom nom nom. And we can pull back Pelucranos next turn. Oh, Fate Spinner is nasty. So Fate Spinner was from Mirrodin. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses draw step, main phase, or combat phase. The player skips each of the chosen steps or phases this turn. Yeah, it's so vicious because if you don't have a main phase, you basically can't do anything. Or there's very little you can do. Let me put it that way. Barrier Breach. Interesting. Okay. Another Caryatid. All right. Or Caryatid. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Pelucranos. I choose you. We don't need 2 Fruits of Tizerus. Come to think of it, I don't need 2 Pelucranos in the bin either. Oh, Mire Triton, there we go. But yeah, so the thing about Fate Spinner that makes it especially nasty is it just shuts down so much. Your opponent either doesn't draw cards, they can't cast sorcery speed spells or creatures, or they don't get to attack, or they don't get to attack. I mean, a lot of the times it just means they can't attack, but still, it's so good. And we are going to bind that Beanstalk Giant, and it is time to swing. Actually, is it time to swing? Ram through? All right, farewell, Wolf Strider. I'm going to scry one on you real quick. Egon, that'll work. I'm cool with that. And they have to block a bunch of stuff. And we have Fruited Tizerus back as well. The deck has the ability to play 7 lands per turn. Dude, that sounds gross. Love it. We can escape Ghost Rider here, or we can escape the Fruited Tizerus and just ping him for 2, get him down to 1. Or we can just hold off. Got him. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I'm digging this deck. I'm digging this deck a lot, actually. So we can go back to the Boros Tempo deck, or we can keep rolling with this for the next 25 minutes. You know what? Let's keep rolling with this for the next 25 minutes before it's time to go. And that's actually helping with the daily quest, too. So there's nothing wrong with that. You got a duo. Cool. Great hand. Let's keep it. This pathway is going down green. Chainweb Arachnir. Let's go. No, great. That sounds like a nasty deck. I like it. Yeah, Coma the World Serpent is a very good card. Or Coma Cosmos Serpent, rather. Another pathway. Let's binding. What's with your deck, Mega King? Let's take a look. Oh, so mutation action. So this is Mega King posted a deck in the deck builds. You know what? Let's see. Mutate combo. So we've got. So wait, what's the combo? I mean, whenever I see Vadrock, I'm interested. No, I love Vadrock. Like, big time. I think that card is fantastic. Insatiable Hemophage is also great. No question about it. Royal Scions is an interesting call. I'm assuming it's primarily to give Trample. Poliwag Symbiote and Zagoth Mamba are also just phenomenal ways to get value. Yeah, no, Mega King, I like it. Agar, the Freezing Thickening Powder. Wayward Sawtooth, Dryad Legion Grove, Azusa, Lost Seeking Oracle, Multia, and Garapor Orrery. Oh my goodness, that's so nasty. Very nice. Conrad, come back. And let's go Freak a Spawn here. 3-4 for 4, not the best rate, but could be a lot worse. Vadrock and then the Omen Paths. Oh, open the Omen Paths. Let me pull that up here. Choose one to add 2 mana of any one color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast a creature enchantment spells, and creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Okay, nice. Whenever you mutate, you add 4 mana to mutate again. Ah, Mega King, that's clever. I like it. Connie, let's go. And with Heron, you draw cards with the Death Touch, dude, you ping. Oh my goodness. Actually, Mega King, that's awesome. I like it. I like that a lot, actually. Open the Omen Paths is some pretty slick tech there. I would never have thought of that. No, I like that a lot, actually. And yeah, you're drawing cards. As long as the Heron's in the stack, you're drawing cards and then pinging with the Insatiable Hemophage. Yeah, that's awesome. And they can attack here. I don't really care. Squashing Conrad, however, is a bummer. That's problematic. I'm thinking that Bonecrusher might have to get bound. Boom, baby. Also, our opponent's rocking the Perforos sleeves. I dig it. Not gonna lie. No, so Vadrock, Mutate Value Town. I love it. Yeah, Mega King. I'm definitely gonna have to build that. Battle of Frost and Fire. On the Rockin' Thrix. Nice. Is it Giants with Thrix? You love to see it. Woodland Chasm. How many cards do we have in the graveyard? 10. Let's pull a Chainweb Arachner back. Halana, Kessig Ranger, and Coma. Battle of Frost and Fire. Scry 3. That's actually a really meaningful dig. Yeah, Battle of Frost and Fire is a pretty good card. Not gonna lie. Ooh, 3 to the bottom. That's what I like to see. So Halana, Kessig Ranger, reach whenever it's 3/4 with reach for 4. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Oh, nice! Because with Coma, you're creating those serpent coils. Let's go Connie. Let's play Connie. Let's ping with fruit. Because sometimes, you know. Let's everybody mill 1. We get a Pelucranos in the bin. 2 hits. Excellent. Got rid of the Cyclone Summoner. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. That card's pretty gnarly. Hey, Toxic, how's it going? Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I gotta play Connie out again. That's fine. Although we don't have the mana to cast Conrad, and so you know what? Instead, we're escaping a Freaka spawn here. Simic Lightning Bolt for 2 CMC, right? Great, that's basically what you got. So Toxic, we are playing a Golgari Escape deck. Yeah. Which is a deck that Duo challenged me to build, and I feel like we put together a pretty good list. It's actually won us quite a few games so far. We're calling it Conrad Come Back because it's involving Sir Conrad and everything comes back. Yeah, it's interesting. And Imogen is, of course, being a royal terror along with all my cables and everything that I've got going on over here. Tectonic Giant, that's a great card. Player mills 2, we got 1 hit. Seedborn Muse makes it every upkeep. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Right, no, Seedborn Muse is a phenomenal card. Glimpse of the Cosmos. Alright, I can appreciate that. Glimpse in the Cosmos. Agar, the Freezing Flame. And we are going to bind that Tectonic Giant. And then Fruit of Tizris for the win. Because we are going to exile creatures, which is going to trigger Conrad. Got him! Yes! Alright, this Golgari Escape list is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. And we got an 80% win rate so far, so that feels pretty good. Yeah, I was not expecting this deck to actually work, let me tell you what. At least, certainly not work as well as it is. And I'm realizing I'm in deck tech mode this whole time. Let me go into gameplay mode. There we go. Ah, that's better. Alright, so we got time for probably 2, maybe 3 more. Nom 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 nom, indeed. Auto, let's do this. Nice little palindrome. This goofy hand, let's keep it. We got the removal. And we're going up against Golgari Adventures. I really wish Fruit of Tizris was a drain. That would be phenomenal. And our opponent's wondering what the heck just happened. Because who plays Fruit of Tizris outside of draft? And even then, who drafts Fruit of Tizris? The answer is this guy. This guy plays Fruit of Tizris. Carpet of Flowers. Alright. Throne of Death, let's go. Monkey YOLO swag, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So Carpet of Flowers, during your main phase, you may add up to X mana of one color to your mana pool, where X is the number of islands target opponent controls. That's actually really slick. In a commander game, there's probably going to be somebody rocking blue, and they're probably going to have some islands. Ow, my face. This is not boding well for us, not gonna lie. Finding the Old Gods is good. I'm just worried that it might be too slow. Timmy calling the dead. Imogen, could you please not chew on my cable? I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, Imogen is definitely making her presence known. Alright, Ingolf, have a good one, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging out, I appreciate it. Asika's Chariot, that's just a good card. I can't even be mad. Whenever Asika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. That is an opportunity to get out of hand fast. I don't love it, not gonna lie. Can exile the Mire Triton, so binding the Old Gods is gonna have to get rid of the Chariot, which makes me sad, because I definitely wanted to go after that Brushfire Elemental. And now you're going after my pop filter now too, Imogen? Okay, appreciate that. She's nothing if not consistent. All right. All right, Llanowar Visionary is pretty good. Ims, what are you doing? Oh yeah, we're dead. Gonna block one of those because we all but have to. This is interesting, let me tell you. The tail goes swish, you know it. Alright, let's bind that Brushfire Elemental, but it's too late. I mean, I could have thrown the Woe Strider, I guess. We would have been able to block 2, still wouldn't have been enough. Alright, Golgari Gruul Adventures. Still a great deck. Not a cat person, that was cute. Thank you, Grape. No, Imogen's adorable. I'm a fan. And she's enjoying some scritches just off camera. The tail's gonna continue to go swish. Yep, there it is. This is fun. So I'm enjoying this this Golgari Escape deck. This is fun. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes you just gotta escape. Rollers just turn sideways and win, news to me, right? Yeah, you turn sideways and you win sometimes. Man, Imogen, you are in rare form today. You are in very rare form today. All right, we got 3 lands. Woe Strider, Binding the Old Gods. Yeah, this is doable. Let's keep this. Fruit of Tizerus, let's go. And yet again, who plays Fruit of Tizerus? This guy right here. 1 card, 2 damage. Is that really worth it? No, but is it fun? Yes. All right. Let's throw the Throne of Death here to start filling this graveyard. And the Mire Triton is going to come in handy next turn. Oh, actually, Woe Strider is going to come in handy next turn. Daxos, blessed by the sun. I don't know why I had to do that as like the SNL announcer voice. And musical guest, Daxos. All right. So Daxos is definitely going to get bound. No question about that. Maul the Skyclaves. Yep, this is going to be problematic for us. They're going to equip that to Daxos. Imogen, what are you doing? All right, so the Mire Triton is not going to come in as handy as I had previously anticipated. Yep, Daxos has gots to go, and it's gots to go yesterday. Actually, the Maul of the Skyclaves actually is probably the correct answer here, because they're going to be able to equip the Maul of the Skyclaves to something else if I let it stand. Whereas Daxos I can deal with in combat. The Maul of Skyclaves is definitely the problem. Okay, Luminarch Aspirant. That's pretty good. The dog is annoying, absolutely. It does definitely slow things down a bit. Actually, you know what? I'll just take the 3 here, because it's going to be a lot more later. Pelucranos, you beautiful Hydra, you. Gonna get a Woodland Chasm, gonna get another Woodland Chasm. Mire Triton doing his thing, being a Mire Triton. Okay. And Woe Strider's not going to be blocking anyway, so let's go ahead and swing. Offer up the 2-for-1 if they want to take it, and they don't. That's correct. Torpor Orb. All right. Sorry, trying to type while your hand is getting bunted is kind of tricky. Do you have any really cheap removal in this deck? We do have Heartless Act. Yeah, we have Heartless Act, and then Binding of the Old Gods is our primary removal. Oh, man. Another Selfless Savior. That's a problem. Yeah, come to think of it, we could probably use Eliminate. At least, well, in situations like this, I would like to have Eliminate in the deck, but I don't know how many of those situations would reasonably show up. Gonna block there and force them to use the... and again, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 2. Force them to use the 1 Selfless Savior if they want to keep Daxos around, which presumably they do. Also, spreading their counters out was a really smart move. But they don't want to keep Daxos around. All right. That's pretty cool. Oh, because I have another one in hand. Neat. Dang. And creatures gain Death Touch. The little 0/1 goat with Death Touch. That's adorable. Pelucranos, let's go. So Torpor Orb, creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger for 2 as an artifact. That's just useful. that's crazy useful. So our opponent is down to 2 cards in hand, which is pretty great. Linden, that's going to be problematic. That's a big Daxos. Pelucranos does shut down their lines of attack here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and spreading out the love with the Luminarch Aspirant is continuing to be a good move. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. And they want to save Daxos, which is smart. Yeah, the Selfless Savior is a very good card. No question about it. It does what it does, and it does it well. Castle Ardenvale. Another Woe Strider. Okay. Ooh, and a Heartless Act. Ooh, and they let it happen. All right, cool. Got to protect Linden. Okay. This is a cool matchup. I'm enjoying this. And we got 4 cards in the graveyard. Pelucranos needs 6 in order to escape again. Another Daxos. Except now those Selfless Saviors are out of the mix, which is good. Creating more 1/1s. Gaining a little bit of life incrementally here. Now, do you attack with the 1/1s to get the Linden trigger is the question. Once Heliod hits the field, which I guarantee is in this deck, then that would actually absolutely be a smart move. Since they don't have it, they don't do it. That makes good sense. All right, cool. So let's get rid of Daxos. Let's let Timmy call the dead a little bit here. Timmy! Live out, Timmy. We can let one of the Mire Tritons go. Now we've got 8 cards left in the graveyard, which is pretty darn good. Fruit Tizris, another pop. All right, let's see what our opponent draws into here. So Linden is a problem. We do need to address it soon. Also, to Life's Bounty, that's also a problem. That needs addressing post-haste. I'm thinking next turn we eat one of the Castle Ardenvale tokens and the All Seed of Life's Bounty with Pelucranos. Going after that All-Seed, let's do it. They're gonna give Linden probably pro black. Yeah. That's a smart move. Let's let Timmy call the dead some more. And Freaka spawn. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. I probably could have attacked with Pelucranos there. Another Daxos. Get out of here with the Daxos. And more Ardenvale tokens. Yay! So much life gain. So much life gain. Milling away the lands. You love to see it. Four Daxos draws. If they draw another one, we're going to have an issue, right? No joke. So Binding of the Old Gods can for sure go on top, except we are going to mill one, so we do need to make sure... Actually, wait a minute. No, yes, we're gonna mill one here, so... Off the, Unless I'm reading that wrong, in which case, actually, let's get Pelucranos up top, because that milling away wouldn't be that bad. All right, let's get rid of that Pelucranos, and let's just chow down on some of these tokens. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, so they've drawn Daxos 4 times, which is... and apparently our opponent has seen enough. Interesting. Because we would have been able to escape Pelucranos next turn and just chow down on their entire army and then attack with everything. So, yeah, no, so that was an easy win. All right, I'm looking at the clock, and I should call it a day, but let's play one more. I'm working from home today, so I can get away with it. No, that was a good one. Franja case. Let's go. All right. So we got Mire Triton in the opening hand. Mire Triton and Woe Strider, pretty darn solid. We can work with this. We can absolutely work with this. And our opponent has Lurrus, which means they're probably playing Mill Rogues. Just a guess. Well, and we have a Dimir land right out of the gate. So yeah, definitely Mill Rogues. Ooh, Chainweb Arachnir. Yeah, let's go with that. Well, and Chainweb Arachnir against Mill Rogues is actually pretty excellent, so I'm glad we're hitting them. It actually does us a favor if they kill it, which is kind of fun. Still in the Heartless Act, mild bummer there, but not the end of the world. All right, so turn 3, we're going to be able to play out a Woe Strider, which feels pretty good. And then turn 4, Binding the Old Gods, followed by another Chainweb Arachnir, plus whatever we draw into. Because I'm guessing we're going to be able... By turn 4, we're going to have the 4 lands, so we should be able to play just about anything we draw into. Blow Chief starts on the Mire Triton. Okay. Fair enough. Because they know they know that killing the Chainweb Arachnir would be doing us a favor. And good thing we have a Woe Strider. So we can sacrifice the Chainweb Arachnir. Mwahaha. All right, so now there's no point in attacking with the Chainweb Arachnir, but we can keep it back to block. Yes, Imogen, I see you. And yes, your tail is right up in the camera, which I'm sure is going to swish here shortly. There it is. All right. Man, Imogen, I love you, but could you please stop stepping on my headphone cable? She is the terror of wires today, let me tell you what. All right, let's see. They attack more than anything just to mill out a little bit, which is fine by me, frankly. So we got 5 cards in the bin. Takes 4 to exile the Chainweb Ragnar. Mwahaha. Nevin, how's it going? Imogen Terror of Wires. Yes, that does need to be a card. I completely agree. Terror of the Ox Peaks. Exactly. I'll take another land. That's fine. Haha. Yeah, Imogen Terror of Wires. I like this. Terror of the Ox Peaks. That's exactly what we're dealing with here. Yes, we're talking about you. Fruitiferous in the bin, you love to see it. Yeah, so them milling me here is actually doing me favors, which I love to see. Not gonna lie, I'm a fan. Yeah, so the Chainweb Arachnir is gonna be escaping here. I guarantee they really wish they had Tormod's Crypt. So I'm thinking Imogen Terror of Wires. What would be, I'm trying to think. That would definitely be a creature. Or would it be a planeswalker? Actually, I think Imogen could be a planeswalker. A legendary cat. Okay. Terror of Mount Cables, exactly. Alright, and we can let some of these things go and not worry too much about it. Chainweb Arachnir, I choose you. Get rid of that Soaring Thought Thief, because it's obnoxious. And we're going to swing in with Bowstrider. And we have another Chainweb Arachnir in the bin too, so we can always escape that next turn. Or Pelucranos. I'm thinking Pelucranos is probably what's coming next turn. Man, that 4/5 Chainweb Arachnir is just pretty. It's just pretty. And the more they mill us, the more fun we get to have. Bloodchief's Thirst on the Chainweb Arachnir, that's a good call. I can't be mad at that. I mean, I could be, but it wouldn't be appropriate. We're down to 39 cards left in library. Swinging in with Luris, that's a good call. Fortunately, Luris does not have trample, therefore the goat gets to take one for the team here. And is going to sacrifice, that way they don't get the lifelink. Mwahaha. Ooh, Mire Triton, don't mind if I do. That will do. Just kidding. Alright. Do we want to pick up one of the Mire Tritons? I think we do. There's already a card in MTG. Which one is that? Wait, there's an Imogen card already? Oh, Make Mischief. Deals 1 damage to any target. Create a 1/1 red devil creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage. That's adorable. I love it. Yes, Imogen, you do like to make mischief, don't you? That is very fitting. All right, next turn we can start Pelucranos chomping down on some stuff, including Lurrus, which feels pretty good. Hey, Big Mac, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. How's it going? All right, let's see what we can do here. Seeing the rogues get bopped, right, Pickles? I do too. Who doesn't love to see a good rogue bopping? Yeah, so we're definitely going to eat Lurrus next turn. I'm working on it, Grape. I'm working on it. We got 33 cards still in our library, which feels pretty good, not gonna lie. Pathway can come down as green. Nom 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 nom. Then we're also gonna go ahead and eat the Wind Robber too, because nom 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 nom. And then we're gonna swing in for the win, assuming they don't have a Drown in the Lock or something of the like in their hand. Heartless Act on the Woe Strider, fair enough. Enchilada nacho chips with chili, chicken, corn, olives for the main dish, and pecan pie for dessert. That sounds wonderful. Then finishes painting using spray paint. Nice. That sounds like a lovely night. Very cool, Big Mac. I love it. This is feeling pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised they didn't flash that into black. They attack with 1 to get a little more mill action. Hit me for 3, which is fine. And we can Fruit a Tizerus for the win here. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and... We actually have about 3 different ways we can win this. So at the beginning of next turn... Assuming Pelucranos survives, which is not a given. Oh, they're just going to take him. Okay, that's fine. In case there's shenanigans, I want to make sure not to... Alright, rock on, Big Mac. Actually, I'm going to be... the time has come for me to actually call it a day, unfortunately. This has been a load of fun, though. So we had 2 fun decks, both of which played very well. This is Golgari Escape Action and Boros Tempo. Both rock solid. Super duper fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Yeah, fruit for the win. Exactly. Sometimes you gotta hit that fruit. Oh, and let's open this pack while we're here. Let's see what we get. Cyclone Summoner. I'm not mad at that. If they had a quarter for every time fruit won a game, I'd have 2 quarters, which is... It's weird that it happened twice, right? 76% win rate. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, oh no, Big Mac, thank you. This has been fun. All right, so the time has come. Let's go ahead and find somebody we can throw a raid out to. Let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom. All right, very good. Oh, thank you, Pakor. This has been a blast. I hope everybody else has a pleasant day as well. Let's go ahead and throw that raid out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And it's saying that there are going to be 0 viewers on this raid. I'm not sure that's accurate. I'm not sure that's accurate. Are you guys seeing that too? All right, well, I guess raids aren't going to happen, but all right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys, and have a wonderful rest of the day. You're on a raid, but you don't count. Okay, let's try this one more. Let's fire the raid and see what happens. Okay, so the count isn't showing, but let's trigger the raid and see what happens. All right, so Fluffy Wambler, we got some folks coming in. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of the day. I appreciate you all. I'll catch you back here tomorrow.
Trickery is massive. Oh, Turgrid is